Right now, we're here in the center of Korea. Behind me is the centermost point of the Korean peninsula. We're here in Yanggu. It is a part in Gangwon-do. We're spending the weekend here to learn more about Korean culture, along with a lot of rural experience as well. So come along with me as we go on this adventure. Our first stop in Yanggu-gun is to the Yanggu Korean Peninsula Island, located in the center of an artificial lake. Here you can walk around and see Dokdo, Jeju Island, and even hike some of Korea's most popular mountains, all in a single day. It'll take you about an hour to walk around the island, and they have a cafe located on site to relax at, and you can even rent a swan boat to spend some time out on the lake. Just a short drive away, you can also check out the Korean Peninsula Island observation deck to get a better view of the peninsula and the surrounding lake as well. After eating lunch, we checked out the Center of Korea Observatory. Yanggu-gun is considered to be the centermost point of the entire Korean peninsula.
It's here! Yanggu-gun!
Pony, where's the center of Korea?
It's in me.
Inside, you can learn more about the surrounding planets and constellations, and you can even watch a show from inside the planetarium. The area is also a popular spot for stargazing late at night, and there's a campsite located right next to the observatory for visitors to stay at. One of the things I really love about these trips is heading to some of the rural villages to try out some local experiences. We've arrived at Gije Village. It's where we're going to be staying for the night. We're also going to be eating dinner here. We're going to head inside and make some red bean buns and try them out later. So let's go head inside, wash up, and try out this experience. Our experience for the evening was making our own jinpang. This can be a really great snack during both the fall and the winter. Typically, these fluffy buns are filled with pot or red beans, but some jinbang are filled with meat and vegetables for a perfect light meal as well.
So you know that a lot of men are chefs, but in reality, it's women that are teaching them how to cook. Because men want to break the largest, what is the name of this? This, and it's not going to cook properly, and then if it's not going to cook properly, it's not going to taste good. But I'm not a good cooker either. I don't know how to cook.
Say that again. I'm not a fan. I'm a what?
I'm a human.
I thought you were. No, you have to take that from the beginning. Tony, I thought you were my fan number one.
What, a fan? No.
Why not?
I am not a fan. I'm a human.
Sponsored by Subway.
어머. 어떡해.
Cake that we have made just now is very delicious, and let me try.
We learned that the village gets its name from the wooden backpack-like tools used to carry heavy loads around the village and farms. And then we got to end the day with a great meal filled with locally grown vegetables and some meat. In Korea, populations have been starting to decline. Fewer children are enrolling in schools. As a result, in more rural areas like here in Gangwon-do, some of the schools end up having to close. So with the school behind us, they've repurposed it into a dormitory where visitors from other parts of Korea can come here and experience the village. Let's check out the accommodations and some of the other sites that they have here at the village. During the second day in Jjigae Village, we were introduced to various games that students would play at school growing up. Many of them would use natural materials around them, such as sticks and stones. Some of these games played very similar to Jack's, while other games you try to collect as many sticks as possible without disturbing the others. Fans of Squid Games might recognize the dakji, a traditional Korean game. With these folded paper squares, you're trying to flip over the other player's square. Sounds simple enough, but it requires some careful aim and enough force to flip over the square. Overall, trying out these different games that Korean children have played over the years was a really fun experience, and it was a big nostalgic factor for me of my own childhood growing up. And this other connection to my Korean culture.
In this documentary, we don't only narrate stuff, we also participate and be a model. Let me show how you do it. Not only plays, but influencers also need coffee to survive. So that's why we came here. Look at this.
Talking to somebody else. Like, you know, like they walk past, like he looks aside. Yes.
So we're ending our trip here in Yanggu by visiting the DMZ recreational forest. We're being led through by a guide. During the Korean War, many mines were dropped in the area to prevent its recapture by the North Koreans. So you have to be very careful about where you walk. We can only go on government-approved trails here. There are signs everywhere warning you about mines. The valley in front of us is called the Punch Bowl due to its shape. It's got kind of a depression where the valley is very good for farming. They've got a lot of different crops being grown here, especially watermelon along with apples. Oh, we're this close to the DMZ, it really feels very peaceful. You can get back to nature. You look at the trees and there aren't any old trees, but even after a war like the Korean War, nature just seems to find a way. So this is gonna do it for our trip here in Yanggu-gun. If you enjoyed the video, you can check out some of our other adventures in rural Korea. And until next time, this is Harold with South Korea Travels. See you all on the next adventure.